welcome back to the channel. Today we are fitting some strut spaces to the ball of Hawaii. So for those of you who don't know, strut spaces the strut, obviously. So they'll go between the tower, the strut tower here, and where they bolt to the car. And that way you can effectively get the California squat. So that's what we're going for. And it's nice, cheap, easy. Legalities, I'm not sure if these are legal. I don't think they are. Similar to like a wheel spacer or something. So, but I mean, they're safe because they're literally, all the weight's going to be on there. So yeah, take it down as you wish. But yeah, pretty easy install. We're going to whack the wheel off, jack it up, and then start undoing some stuff, and we'll take you through. As you can see, now we've got the wheel off, we get a better look at what we're doing. Pretty easy. Undo these three bolts, nuts, and then we'll just push this down. We're gonna have to possibly undo our sway bar so we can get enough droop in the suspension to be able to get this top bit off. And so yeah, pretty easy. Anyone can do this at home. I've done this a few times on different cars, but nice easy job. Okay, so the next step is to obviously undo our sway bar. So we've got a bottle jack under here to take the tension, and then once we get to the right spot we'll undo that, and then that'll just fall out. I mean, you can do this a bit rougher by just trying to smash it out, but you're just going to cause more damage and stuff. So if you've got the gear, use it. And then that'll come out, and then that'll allow the suspension to droop down properly so we can then move on to the next stuff. Alright, so we've undone our sway bar, and now it's time we're going to drop the lower control arms. So we've got this bolt here and this bolt here. The reason why I'm not doing the top is because it's one big through bolt, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. So we're going to undo these, get the jack under it, lower it down gently, and watch the CV, because we don't want these to pull out, so we'll have to be careful with those. But they probably will, but that's not the end of the world. We can sort that out when we get there. Alrighty, so there we go. We've taken off the two lower bolts for the control arm, and now we've dropped this down. Now we're going to undo this here, the bottom of the shock, to pull the shocky fully out so we can fit the strut top. If you're going to go to all this effort, you may as well chuck new suspension in, but this is just the install video on this, so in the future we'll do it differently. And there we go, that's all out. So now we'll take it out and we'll go through the spacer install. Also, I'd like to add, make sure these washers, they've got a cam on them, obviously, they're cammed. So make sure you put a mark on where they were so that you know when you put it back together that all this is going to be in the right spot. You're going to need to get a wheel alignment after this gets done anyway, so they'll probably do that when they're in the shop. But if you're not getting it done straight away, at least it's sort of semi back to the way it should be. Okay, so as our good friend Connor here has just shown us, that's how it sits on there. Make sure you use a thread locker when you're putting any of this stuff together, as always, because you don't want stuff to fall apart, especially suspension wise. So we'll put a bit of a bit on there, and then we'll chuck her up back in the car, and then reverse procedure, which we'll go through. And there we go, look at that. She's all in, and unless you knew what you were looking at, it wouldn't be no trouble. So be good. I think if they made these in black so it looks more factory, it'd be a better stealth option. Alright, so we've got all this on, but I'd like to explain to you why you need to mark this shit down here. As you can see, it's got this cam, and as you turn this, it actually moves. You see that moves? So if you don't have that lined up properly, you're going to have the issue. So that's why we've marked it. We'll put it in here and lock down. And then once it's locked down, we haven't got an issue until obviously it goes through wheel alignment. Okay, so the last step, obviously, sway bars back in, and then we'll put it down the ground and sort of show you what it looks like with the lift kit in the front now. Car's back on the ground, and as you can see, you can't see it natural. So next thing's definitely gonna have to be bigger tires, but yeah, looks good. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, keep on boosting, and we'll see you next time.